I'm here because of Blake and his family and his story and the legacy of Mackenzie Wilson. She's brought so many families together, and we live to uphold that and to live her passion.
McKenzie Run is the annual race that is held for benefit to the Mackenzie Noel Wilson Foundation. Mackenzie Noel Wilson passed away in 2010, and they started this foundation to help children better their lives, and the mission of the foundation is to help young people reach their full potential. The foundation helps children locally and abroad. There are 2 McKenzie Academic Resource Centers here in Jacksonville that help underprivileged children with after-school care, and they help with tutoring. There's a whole program that has since merged over the past couple of months with the Boys and Girls Club of Northeast Florida. So they are helping many children in Northeast Florida and abroad. There are 2 orphanages in Uganda that were started by the foundation, and they house, love, care for over 300 children in Uganda. The turnout for the McKenzie Run this year, we don't have the final numbers yet, but from what I'm hearing, it is the largest one so far. This was the 10th annual run. Last year, we had around 4,000 runners, and in the past years, it's been anywhere between 3,500 to 4,000 runners. There are lots of people that come that do not run, and they just hang out in the village, and there's lots of things for the kids to do, face painting, tattoos. It's just a fun-filled day for families.
So what is your name and what's your relation to the McKenzie Run?
My name is Michelle Bate, and I was one of the folks that started the McKenzie Run for the first year when Mackenzie Noel Wilson passed away. It was August of 2010, and the first run was November of 2010.
And did it affect you personally in any way?
It affected me personally. When I heard about Mackenzie's passing in 2010, I was working for Everbank, and I was not working directly for Blake Wilson, her father, but he was the president and COO of the company at the time. I was in the legal department, and I knew of him, and I knew him, but not well. And when I heard of Mackenzie's passing, I wanted to do something. I just felt this nagging in my soul that I wanted to do something to help this family heal. It just broke my heart completely. I never met Mackenzie, but I just felt like there was something I wanted to do. I could have very easily donated money to the foundation, which is helping young children, but I wanted to do something more. So at the time, I was working in the legal department, and I went to my boss, which reported to Blake, and I told him about this idea. So before I went to him, I did a bunch of research on how to start a run, what it took to start a run, what needed to be done money-wise to start it. And so I came with a whole bunch of ideas and a bunch of research. And when I went to my boss and asked him, I said, what do you think about this? I said, I feel like I need to do something. I want to do something big to make an impact. And he then thought it was a great idea and said, let me run it by Blake and see what he thinks. So he did, and Blake was very grateful and gracious and fully on board. So then we started the committee, and that was in at August of 2010, or actually it was probably in September of 2010 was when we started the committee. It was pretty quick because then the first run was November of 2010. So it was a really quick turnaround.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.